I'm Pamela Draper. I'm the lead founder and the head of school at Gateway Lab School. The mission of Gateway Lab School is to educate students who have been unsuccessful in traditional class environments. Most of them have various learning differences. Some of that is a result of learning challenges, some of it is a result of attentional issues, but in general, they are children who are quite intelligent. They just need to have information presented to them in a variety of ways.
And every student here is definitely very unique and has their own needs and their own way of learning, and making sure that each student is reached in the way that they need to be is the way that we go about our day. Not one student is taught in the same way as another one.
A lot of them were the students at their old public schools where they just didn't receive the services they needed, didn't get the kind of attention that they needed, and as a result, they really struggled to achieve success.
My son's name is Brian, and he is a 5th grader here at Gateway. He was going to another school locally, and when he was there, he could not read at all. And this year, he's just reading through the roof, and his testing is really gone high, and he's just doing so much better than he was before he came here.
Some people just say oh, I don't like this subject just because their teacher isn't nice. So I'm gonna be the person to totally rule out that and be if I would be an art teacher, a math teacher, and then I'll be the awesome teacher, and then they'll be oh yeah, I love this subject, my teacher's awesome. That's the kind of teacher I want to be.
One of the missions at Gateway Lab School is to address the needs of the whole child. Because of that, we have PE every day. All of our students, whether you're in elementary or middle school, have recess every day. There's art or music instruction every day. And all of our students have a lab period. And that lab period is a time where we can work with them on English and math skills.
You know, the Lab School of Washington, and by extension Gateway, really tries to create an atmosphere of immersion in the arts, where all day long, be it in English, math, or my class music, or art, or gym, or whatever, our staff always has the mindset of how can I use the arts to keep my students engaged and to increase the amount of material that they're going to retain.
It takes a special individual to be a teacher here at Gateway Lab School. You can't just be coming for the pay, because it's usually less pay. You can't just be coming for the hours, because they're longer hours. What I see in our teachers is that they have what I call the it factor. They really have to want to be here for something else outside of the normal things that you might go to a job for. They really do want to see their students succeed.
Having been teaching a very long time, when you reach one of these kids and when you have them want to come to school for the first time, it is the most amazing feeling as an educator to say, I'm still making a difference. The feeling that you're touching a life that before now in school has been nothing but negative makes you feel pretty good at the end of the day.
They're seeing their success lived out on a day-to-day basis in our school. Their art is on our walls. They perform at our concerts. Our teachers embrace and celebrate their victories. And I think that's one of the things that makes me really proud to work at Gateway. Part of Gateway's mission, as outlined in our charter, is to be a resource for other teachers in Newcastle County. To be a place where other teachers from in other schools can come and see the lab school model in action.
Everyone's not going to come to Gateway Lab School, but there definitely needs to be a change in the way students who have IEPs are taught in Delaware schools. And we want to be a resource to all of those who want to learn how to do that successfully.
You know, we're still only in year 2. You know, we're still at the very early stages. You know, the very early stages of this school. You know, as a nascent institution, we understand that we have a lot of room for growth. But we try to celebrate the small victories along the way.
I've had numerous parents just come to me and say for the first time their child enjoys coming to school. I mean, even during Christmas break and summer breaks, they want to be back at school. You know, and our contention is if they want to be here, then they can learn. They're available for learning. There's so many of them that were bullied or felt inadequate in former school environments. But here they feel like they can be themselves, and that's important.
I.
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 I.